Welcome back, Mama, to episode 11, and we are going to be chatting today about a joy list. So, what the heck is a joy list? I'm so glad that you asked. A joy list is a list of activities that just make you happy. They're sort of like your go-to default things that you know, no matter what kind of mood you may be spiraling into, can help pull you back. So, in my map book, I have a seasonal list of things that make me happy, and they're different for everybody. It really depends on who you are, and what makes you tick, what makes you feel joy. But for me, on my joy list, I have things like getting a pedicure or reading a book in the afternoon. I am a personal finance freak, and budgeting makes me really happy. It's on my joy list. So when I feel myself sort of spiraling into that, like, everything's wrong, nothing's going right today, did I make the right choices? I tap into my joy list. On your joy list, you have activities that range in times. So obviously the pedicure, you're gonna need a few hours, but something like lighting a candle or eating your favorite chocolate bar, or sometimes just the thought of those things is enough to sort of pull you out of that funk. Some other ideas that I have on my seasonal joy list are things like putting the windows down in my car and listening to Ludacris really loud and driving to the grocery store, maybe watching your favorite YouTube channel or reading the letter that you wrote to your perseverance, which we're going to talk more about in future episodes. So really just having that go-to list that you can go to at any time and tap into. I also highly recommend having sort of like a pump-up music list to go along with your joy list, because sometimes just the right song at the right moment is exactly what you need to kind of pull you out of that funk. So here is why I am obsessed with my joy list, and I think everyone should have one. The first reason is it's concrete. So when you have that moment where you're starting to spiral, you can have that thing that you go do, and you do it, and you immediately have that dopamine rush, and you're like, yes, I'm happier now. So it's super concrete, which I love. The second reason I'm obsessed with it is because all the activities fall under different timelines. So one day you may be like, all right, I'm in the carpool lane and thinking about your joy list, and you're like, boom, I'll play the song, or boom, I'll have the chocolate, versus maybe a client cancels early on you and you have the whole afternoon, and your joy list activity may look a little different. Go get the pedicure. Always go for the pedicure. So I love the different timelines that the joy list offers. And then my third reason why I'm obsessed with my joy list is just because it works. It helps me shift my mindset really quickly, and I go from feeling frustrated and overwhelmed to a little more peaceful, a little more calm, a little more in control. And as a busy mom, that's all we can ask for, right? On the podcast this week, I am going to be sharing about the different joy lists that I have for different seasons, and then also how I use my joy list to help prevent and to pull me out of the winter blues. I live in New England, and we have winter here. So using my joy list to help kind of pull me out of those tricky times that are somewhat predictable, but can make a huge difference. If you are interested in finding out the daily 5 habits that I believe every mom needs, you are definitely going to want to check out episode 12. It's going to be about my daily 5 that were inspired by Rachel Hollis that I can't wait to share with you. I wish I had learned these sooner. And if you're interested in getting a little bit of personal growth delivered straight to your inbox, you can do that by adding your email address below. I send out an email once a week with the busy mama in mind. There is an action step for your personal growth plan that takes less than 2 minutes to happen, so definitely check that out. And if you want to catch up in between episodes, you can find me on Instagram at Sharon Legier Coaching, and over on my website you can find more information about services that I offer and a little bit more about me, and that is SharonLegierCoaching.com. Thanks so much for being here, Mama. Have a great day.